AFTV, James. West Ham 0, Arsenal 6. Wow. We were talking before the game, bro, about the starting 11, and perhaps it was a little bit deflated in terms of the actual injuries that we got yet again, and the bench looking pretty weak. But today, the starting 11 delivered, and so did Mikel Arteta. How you feeling, bro?
Over the moon. Performance of the season. And it's difficult to compare it to like a Liverpool performance or the City performance where we've had to overcome different things, but that's up there. And I said on the watch on that I wonder if these last two games have been two of Arteta's top five in terms of getting the 11 spot on, the sub spot on, the performance, the intensity, everything. And doing it, okay, maybe not quite business end yet, but in February, things are ramping up, pressure's ramping up. You've just seen Liverpool and Man City worked, against Burnley and Everton, but it's about responding, keeping up with the pack, and we did it emphatically. I'm over the moon. It was the perfect day, from Rice's goal to the clean sheet to the six to the football we played. Disappointing about some of the injuries. That's the only thing. They'll come back. We enjoy today.
Yeah, we did, man. Listen, if I close my eyes, I'd be like, am I interviewing James or Sean Dyche? I mean, your throat is definitely there, proving that we've put 6 in today, man. Which one hit the sweetest for you out of the 6, bro?
So it's the Rice 6. That one is just because a lot of fans had different perceptions going into, or not the word, perspectives is the word I'm looking for, going into this game about whether West Ham fans should boo Declan Rice. We had Franco Information Station saying, yep, there are boos. I imagine that's not coming from all West Ham fans. My thing is, throughout the 90, do what you want. Within reason, of course. I keep saying that because we know football fans, it can get ugly. But within reasons, put him off, gain whatever advantage you need to in the 90 to get your team over the line. But at full time, I hope he gets the applause he deserves. But at the same time, if you're going to give him what he's got to do, what you've got to do to win the game, he's going to do what he's got to do to get Arsenal the win. And what a goal. I mean, look, a 6-0, it wasn't exactly one that clinched us the 3 points, but it definitely was the most enjoyable of the lot. That third one as well, at that point I thought, wow, we're really cooking them here, because we were totally and utterly dominant. We missed a few chances. Not even that many. I mean, we were just totally in control. To get 3, then the 4 by half-time, you're like, yeah, this is going to be one of those days, and Arsenal proved it so.
Well, listen, do you think, I mean, it was a hostile environment and a hostile welcome from Declan Rice, as I think a few of us did expect, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't just him that shut West Ham fans up, it was his teammates. And I thought today, the way we set up, James, you're more of a tactics man than me. I was quite impressed by the interchanging of some of the positions. We saw Ben White going into more of an inverted role. Yeah. Havertz and Trossard, I was trying to work out where they were playing. It was working, mate.
So let's give some context to why we were a little bit disappointed when the 11 came out. Firstly, we saw Jorginho on the bench, so we're right to assume there's no injury. But of course, we've now found out he hasn't trained all week, so he's probably there just in case we had to use him for 20 minutes. So fine, fair enough. So you look at the rest of the team, you're going, well, Kivior doesn't invert very well. He's not terrible. I think people are a bit harsh on him sometimes, but he's not a natural ball progressor. He's not particularly fluid on the ball like other players are. That means you've got Havertz probably in the left 8 position. That's how it looked like when the graphic was announced and Arsenal announced the 11. It looked like Havertz had been moved to central midfield in the absence of Jorginho. And we're sitting there going, we saw this away at Fulham. Without Jesus and a standard number 8 and Zinchenko, we lost progression up the pitch. So what we ended up with in this game, with the fears that I think actually proved true. The reason I say it proved true is because Mikel Arteta did something about it in this game. So he had Ben White inverting instead of Kivior, who looked way more fluid. And then he had Havertz and Trossard constantly alternating. Off the ball, Havertz would help in midfield and support. On the ball, Havertz would float forward, and Odegaard and Trossard, who were pressing, would drop that a little bit deeper to try and receive the ball and progress up the pitch. You look at that second goal, the penalty, Trossard plays a ball over the top into Saka, but that was his second of the day. He did it earlier with a great ball over to Martinelli as well. So all of this, they were just clever little tweaks and changes that Arteta implemented to get the best balance out of what he had available. And he did have a lot of injuries, but he tweaked it in a way to go, I understand that if we just try and take that same 11 and put them, almost place for place in that exact same system, it's not going to work. We have to mix it up, and it was brilliant today.
Listen, just lastly, you talked about the tactics, you talk about Mikel Arteta and how we've managed to set up in that game. Which ones of those players are fighting for the man of the match award for you today?
Rice and Trossard are up there. I thought Gabriel was great. Can't fault the back 4. Ben White, classy. I thought Havertz was really good today. Not man of the match. Good, but very, very, very good. Like everything he did today, very comfortable, very fluid, very natural on the ball, lovely combinations, lovely work off the ball as well. Always picking up that second ball. I think for the Trossard goal, he's the one who wins the high ball by chesting it into Trossard. Then we lose it again and he keeps it alive, and then we go on and get the fourth. He was doing really, really good work on and off it, but Saka was just tremendous, and he's been building up to this. I thought around Christmas time, some good performances, some a bit iffy. Since Dubai, he's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He tore them apart, and it's a really kind of, there are a few little, I don't know if poetic's the word, but just nice moments in terms of Rice scoring that goal, third time lucky, playing my stand this season. Bukayo Saka, scoring that penalty after. And we've got to remember that, we were 2-0 up last season, they pulled it back to 2-1, we got that penalty. But again, like last season, it was a goal to give us that second, to put us 2 up and give us that little bit of breathing space, and this time we took it. So, perfect day, Saka man of the match.
Big up, man.
Thanks, man.